Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's LoFi Yoga video. And in this video, you're going to watch me attempt to warm up and assess where my body is in terms of getting into dragonfly pose. And what I've learned is that I am not anywhere near ready for dragonfly pose. I will put a picture of what this pose is supposed to look like, and you guys will understand why I said I was not ready for it. But as you watch me in real time, FAFO, I also wanted to talk a little bit about the timing of endings and knowing when you are approaching an ending. I've had this lifelong pattern of moving and changing jobs, and then moving again and changing jobs. And right now I'm in the phase where I have just moved. And with that, there's a little timer in my head that started ticking, telling me I'm probably gonna change jobs soon. When I was telling someone else about this, I think I called it a curse, but I don't think it's a curse. It feels more like realignment. Sometimes when you are making decisions, it's hard to know what it is that you actually want. And when you're in that space of not really knowing or seeing what it is that you want, what will happen is that you start needing things that you don't want. And sometimes that's the easiest way to do things, is to narrow the field and say, well, I know I don't want this. I know I don't want that. That doesn't work for me. And that's basically how I treat every job that I've had. There are elements of each job that I really like, and there are elements of each job that I said never again. And I carry those things with me into the next job, and I sort of add to the checklist of things that I'm looking for. And so, while it can be a pain to perpetually be starting a new job, looking at the positive side of it, at least I'm one step closer to doing something that aligns with my values, my own personality, and just, what I actually want to do. And I said that that's perfect for someone who doesn't know what they want. I know exactly what I would like to be doing to fund my life, and I'm working towards it. But in the meantime, I still need to pay my bills, and I still need to buy food, and I still need to keep a roof over my head. And so I will continue to seek employment until I am in a place where I can do what I want to do. That doesn't mean I just have to accept anything and everything that comes along. And like I said, I'm refining each time I make my jumps and saying, these things were good, these things were less good. So I talked about the move being one of the indicators of an ending approaching. And another indicator is I have the same type of dream. And it's happened with the last 4 jobs that I've had, where I am supposed to be going to my job and I'm supposed to get to work, and no matter what I do, I can't make it happen. And it'll be things like I'm supposed to catch the bus, but the bus never comes, or I miss the bus, and then I'm trying to get a ride and the ride keeps falling through one way or another, and it just doesn't work out. And I end up being later and later and later until I just have to admit I'm not going to get to work. And no joke, the last few times that I've had this dream within 30 days or less, I leave that job. And so now it's an adjustment to my timer. And this doesn't necessarily only have to be jobs. Like any endings in your life, there's probably a lot of recurring indicators that it's time to go, or it's time to let that thing go. And so I invite you to really look at the patterns of your life. And maybe there's a person or a relationship that you're holding on to, that maybe your life in the universe, God, if that's who you speak to, is trying to show you and tell you that it's time for you to move on, and that it is in fact time for you to go and to release this thing. Because I'm the queen of procrastination at the time of me recording this, Chiron is stationing retrograde in the sign of Taurus. And that is the area, the second house, or wherever your natal Chiron happens to be. But Taurus rules the second house, which is associated with material wealth and material things and your stability. And I associate Taurus with comfort. As well as your self-worth. Maybe you're not placing a high enough value on your time, your love, just the energy that you bring into the relationships in your life. And maybe this is a time for you to re-examine that. Maybe this is a time for you to take stock of what value you actually have to offer the world. It took me a very long time to realize how much of an asset I really am. It took me years to realize that I was in fact an asset, because I had let people convince me of otherwise based on the amount of money on my paycheck, or just the way that they treated me like I was a problem, or that I wasn't doing as much as I could be doing, when the fact of the matter is I was doing way more than everybody else. And other people had fewer expectations. And this applies to any relationship in your life. Again, I'm talking about work because that's where my head is at right now. But it could be a romantic relationship, or a friendship, or your family. It could be just the way that you ride public transportation and you have it in your head that you don't deserve a whole seat and you let someone crowd your space or something like that. Just like the idea of yoga is not just the physical practice on the mat, but the mental and the way that you move through the rest of the world and how you interact and where you fit in on the larger scale. It's the same with value and your self-concept. It all carries over into different areas and it's all encompassing. And once you see it in one place, you sort of take that lens and shift it towards other parts of your life and you realize so much about how you have maybe been selling yourself short, or where you've been playing small, or where someone might not appreciate you as much as you deserve to be appreciated. And once you get to that point where you see it, there is going to be that inevitable feeling of wanting to step away, pull back, or end it altogether. In the second half of this video, I thought it might be nice to have a little guided meditation where I walk you through the steps of releasing one thing. Maybe you have noticed quite a few things that need to end, but for the sake of this video, just try to choose one. And maybe you don't know what that one is, and maybe this meditation will show you what one thing your heart wants to release the most. So make your way into a comfy seat, or you can lie down, stretch out, take up some space, cover yourself in blankets, prop yourself up with pillows. Just create a nice soft and supportive area for you to relax. Slowly let your body's breath and your heart slow down to its natural rhythm. And if you haven't already, gently let your eyes close. Picture yourself sitting on a beach. Imagine the waves slowly drawing towards you and not touching you, and then receding. Maybe you match the flow of the water to your inhales and your exhales. Imagine you're holding a tiny paper boat in your hands. And as you watch the waves draw in and recede in alignment with your inhales and your exhales, you slowly release that pain, the disappointment, whatever feelings you're holding towards this thing that you want to see the end of. And you allow it to fill up that little paper boat. As you let the last remnants of this painful, hurtful ending fall into the boat, the next time that the tide comes in, carefully lower that boat onto the waves, and as you exhale, let it be carried away by the water. And on your next inhale, watch it maybe come a little bit closer and almost reach you again. And then exhale and watch it recede. And with each inhale and exhale, watch that little paper boat drift further and further away from where you sit on the beach. Keep watching that little boat drift off until you can barely see it. And keep watching until you can't really see it anymore. You might have a vague idea of where it is on the horizon, but it's so far away you can't really be sure. And when at last the little boat has disappeared completely from your view, allow it to completely disappear from your mind, your heart, your body, and your spirit. Let this next exhale push all of those heavy feelings completely away from your body. Release all of that tension that you've been holding on to. Release any feelings of guilt or sadness, regret, shame. Let it all go. What feelings are left when all of the negativity is gone? Is there a lightness in your shoulders, in your neck, in your jaw? Does your heart feel like it's lifting? Is your belly feeling relaxed? Do you feel hopeful? Do you feel like anything is possible? Hold on to those feelings. Let them wash over you and flow through every inch of your body. Don't just think about these feelings. Feel them in your body. Hold on to those feelings. Let them become yours. Let them become a part of you. And as you lie here for these next few minutes, just imagine what comes next. As I always say at the end of my videos, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for sitting with me. I hope that there was something enjoyable in today's practice. I hope that you will have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope that you will be well, and I hope that you will continue to be kind to yourselves and to one another, especially through each ending that you face.